Well, hello everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Happy unofficial first day of summer. Happy day that you may be celebrating for whatever reason. I'm bringing you a product today that combines ghost pepper heat and ranch dressing flavorings. Um, you may have heard a little hint of despair or resignation in the second part of that. Because, man, I am on a losing streak when it comes to ranch dressings, ranch flavored products, just ranch in general. Not a good track record. Most of those Hidden Valley Ranch dressings that I got huge bottles of them and they weren't cheap. None of them were. And only one of them was what I would refer to as passable. The rest of them were just gross. Um, and I'm also a little bit worried about this particular product. So this is the one I'm going to be reviewing today. This is Frank's Red Hot Squeeze Ghost Pepper Ranch Sauce. I'm a little bit worried because the Frank's Red Hot Squeeze, just the Buffalo Ranch, not good at all. I had that thing for like 4 months, and I think I maybe used it once. And then I gave it to my son because my son was like, "Well, I love spicy ranch dressings. I wanted to use my French fries and stuff." So I gave it to my son last time he was here, and then he sends me a text and he's like, "Dad, I hate this. I threw it out." So that was no good. Uh, but hey, when a ghost pepper ranch comes along, I've got to try it, especially because my experience with ghost pepper ranch dressings has been totally insufficient. The Melinda's Ghost Pepper Ranch was really, really, really not good. In fact, it was so bad that there was a video. I don't know. I was shaming myself or punishing myself for something. Some, I don't know what it was. It was some indiscretion in a previous video. And I was like, to punish myself for what I did in that video, I'm going to retry this Melinda's Ghost Pepper Ranch. Despite the fact that I already reviewed it and it caused me immense distress when I did. So that was awful. So now we're coming back with another Ghost Pepper Ranch um, by Frank's Red Hot. Now, there's a tiny hint of optimism here because I have had Frank's Red Hot products that I really, really liked. I like Frank's Red Hot sauce by itself, and I like some of their different variations on wing sauces. There are some nice Frank's Red Hot products out there, but they do not have a good track record as far as ranch dressings are concerned. Not so far. Um, but anyways, another thing, yeah, actually, I was going to point that out. Another thing that makes me slightly optimistic is the color and texture of this ranch look really, really nice. It's got those flexive things in it. It reminds me of peppercorn ranch, which was just my favorite thing as a kid. I loved salads with peppercorn ranch dressing. And then I don't know. Apparently, it's just like the world just decided that peppercorn ranch was obsolete. Sometime in the early 2000s, and you just never saw it in stores anymore. You might maybe here and there you'll see it, but usually it's like we're phasing this out. We tried to bring it back, nobody was interested. We're phasing it out, and we're selling it for like $2 a bottle. Um, I don't know what it is. I think peppercorn ranch is delicious. I take plain ranch dressing and I take cracked pepper and crack it into the ranch to make my own peppercorn ranch. This looks like it's got some peppercorns in it. And maybe some herbs. Maybe even some little bits of ghost pepper. I don't know. But it's certainly more aesthetically appealing than that Melinda's mess was. Oof. The Melinda's ghost pepper mess was just a disaster. In terms of presentation and flavor and color and texture and just everything. It didn't look appetizing. It tasted bad. The bottle was some weird blue, blue, red, and white color combination that in no way conveyed the heat that you're supposed to expect from a ghost pepper sauce. Just a disaster. This looks better. This is something that compels you to want to give it a squeeze and try it out, right? So let's do that. Got my spoon here. Let me try a little bit of this. I'm going to evaluate heat and flavor, and then I'm going to try it over a little mini pizza that I made. And literally, I just made this mini pizza on an old El Paso flour tortilla. Ultra thin, right? Really, really easy to do, too. That is really good. Okay, so my first impression there, I'm tasting a really good ranch dressing. Really, really heavy on the buttermilk flavor, which a lot of the time you don't get from ranch dressings nowadays. So I got that nice rush of buttermilk flavor from that. Very nice creamy texture. So creamy texture, buttermilk flavor. Good, good. Then I got a little wave of heat. And I want to have another go there. I want to see how hot this really is. Because I got a tinge of heat at first. I feel like it's still building up a little bit. So let me eat a little bit more. Okay. They got it right this time. And now I'm worried because next time I see my son, I know I'm going to have him try this. And I know he's going to want to take it with him. And I do not want to give him this because I actually really like it. And now I know I'm going to use this. This is good. Yeah, I mean, does it have the full-throated fire of a very ghosty sauce? No, but you can tell that that's more than habanero heat in this. This is heat on a different level that's in this. There is ghost pepper in this sauce. You can tell. I couldn't really tell in the Melinda's one. That's another thing that I was going to complain about that. I'm sorry, Melinda's. You know, you've made some good products. Your truffle hot sauce is amazing. But that ghost pepper ranch was a freaking disaster. And it wasn't hot at all. This actually has some really nice heat. And it's ghost heat. That means that it's not just like assaulting all parts of the inside of your mouth at the same time. It's just like a steady, low-level burn. It just really lingers, okay? Ghost pepper lingers. It's like, the final note of A Day in the Life by the Beatles, all right? Imagine that converted to the heat that you experience from a ghost pepper sauce, okay? That's what you want in a good ghost pepper sauce, is that lingering, persistent, warm burn. That's what you get from a good ghost pepper sauce. That's what you get from this, and that's what you get from the final piano note that's played in at the end of A Day in the Life. I think it's like it takes up like the last 45 seconds of the song, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, that's for another video. This is good. I like this. Lots of flavor going on in there. There's some good garlic flavor in there too, and a few other things. Let's see, the tips and tricks. Number 1, squeeze on burgers, pizza, salads, sandwiches, wraps, and more. I could see all that. Dip veggies, chicken tenders, and fries. Yep, I could see that. Liven up your everyday foods with a pop of heat. Suggesting, hey, get experimental. Try some other stuff with it other than what we've already suggested. Frank's Red Hot Squeeze Ghost Pepper Ranch Sauce is a blend of fiery ghost pepper heat and cool, creamy ranch. It delivers an exhilarating kick and keeps you coming back for more. I agree with all of that. And let's see if there's anything in the ingredients that I didn't mention tasting. Yeah, there's the onion powder, the garlic powder. I tasted both of those. Really nice. Yeah, there's ghost chili powder, so there is an actual... So if they're those little flakes that look like they might be pepper flakes, they're not ghost pepper because this only has ghost pepper powder in it. So I think one of the undisclosed spices is probably red bell pepper flakes, which is fine. I'm good with the ghost powder. It does what it needs to in terms of heat. I am quite satisfied. This is very good, and I give it a 7. 7. Let's try it over pizza. Maybe we can bump it up to a 7.5. Here we go. Oh yeah, and this is like I said, I made this on an old El Paso flour tortilla, and then there's a homemade pizza sauce on it, and just an Italian cheese blend, and some pepperoni, and some mushrooms that I sauteed in Italian herbs, olive oil, and roasted garlic. Here we go. I'm going to put more on. It's nice on a pizza. My pizza is very spicy and very flavorful, and I have a very rich tomato sauce on there, so it's almost neutralizing the ghost pepper ranch a little bit. So it's kind of like a sort of it's a creamy complement condiment that almost kind of fades into the background a little bit. It's not unpleasant by any means, but it's not really competing with the flavor that is in the pizza itself, which is kind of weird. I wasn't expecting that. Try another bite. Yeah, again, the creamy ranch flavors are kind of neutralized by my pizza at least. There may be some other pizza that this goes better on. It would probably go really well on like a Hawaiian pizza. I think that would go nicely on that. Um, on a traditional Italian pizza with a spicy pizza sauce that's rich in tomato flavor and kind of like spicy salty pepperoni, maybe not the best thing, but some people might want a little counterbalance. But in that case, you'd probably want to use a ranch dressing that isn't spicy. So what I am getting really from that is a little sort of a hint of background ranch flavor in addition to the ghost pepper heat. The ghost pepper heat is, of course, coming through in there, and it's complementing the spiciness of my pizza sauce. So it's really just adding spice, not really adding any flavor. So it's still a 7. Actually, it might even be docked down to a 6.5 over this particular pizza. But I'm sure there's other things that it'd be really good at. Like, I think with chicken wings, this would be just great. Just great. Yeah. Like a simple, just like salt and pepper kind of dry rub chicken wing. Salt, pepper, garlic, dry rub chicken wing with this. That would be really, really nice. Anyways, yeah, this was a good sauce. I'm impressed. I'm happy. I kind of had an inkling. I had a feeling. I was like, there's more than a 50% chance that this is going to be good. And lo and behold, it was.